Alright guys, so say that we've accepted we're lost, we calm down, now it's time to go, okay, let's assess what we have with us on our person and our pack, right? Okay, kind of went through this pack before, guys. Those who've watched my videos for a long time understand what I usually carry with me. Anyways, for the people who are new, we're going to go through this pretty darn quickly in generalized fashion, so I don't bore you guys to death, but hopefully some of these things will give you an idea of what to pack. But regardless of what I have, guys, please, for the love of God, just pack the 10 C's of survivability. They don't take up much room. It can be a small little pouch, like yay big, and you're good to go. Either way, though, let's start off with the most critical thing in the woodland, right? Water. Got 40 ounces here. This is a double-walled container, so you can't really hold this over a fire and boil water, but you can use a hot rock method, right? Be very cautious using the hot rock method, because any rock in the forest generally going to have going to have moisture inside the rock, thus turning into steam when you heat it up. So you don't want any porous rocks, you don't want any rocks with cracks in it, you don't want any rocks that sound really hollow, nothing like that. And when you have this, guys, I would behoove you to actually have a secondary fire pretty far away from you, at least like I'd say 25 meters or so away from you, so those rocks can cook, and then bring the container of water with the dirty water in it to the fire. And then carefully, with long sticks, pick up each rock and carefully drop it in the water. And eventually that water will boil, so it will disinfect your water. So, moving on. I have that container. I have a 34-ounce container of water here. Stainless steel single wall. I can boil water in the container itself, or what I personally prefer to do is use my nesting cup down here in the bottom of this bag. I'll show you guys. Hope you guys can see it. Down there. That holds 16 ounces of water. You can boil it. You're good to go. It's got one cotton cloth in there to kind of do noise reduction so metal's not clanking against metal. I have 2 cotton cloths in here, along with 2 extra lighters with duct tape on them, ready to go. The ever important eating utensils, so I don't have to sit there and carve a spoon if I don't want to. I have a fresh roll of 1-inch duct tape on here as well. So we're good there. I just want to show what's in that little pouch. This little pouch alone can hold a lot of stuff. Okay, that's a powerful punch. And when you do this, guys, you want to get equipment that is friendly to your budget, whatever it may be, but is also multifunctional as well, because with that metal container, the stainless steel one, I can actually make char cloth as well. My bandana is 100% cotton, so I can actually cut little strips of that off, put it in my canteen when it's all dry. It's got to be dry, okay? Put a rock over it to kind of seal off the gases. When it's done smoking, you guys see me make char cloth before you understand the method. But that's how you make char cloth. Anyways, you can make char cloth with it, affecting next fire relatively easy. So if your lighter does run out of fuel, okay, no big deal. You can use the ferrocene rod on the lighter. Like I said, I have 3 lighters just here in my bag. I have 2 lighters on my person in my little khaki pouch, coyote brown pouch, whatever you want to say it is. And this alone has a lot of stuff in it too, guys. This has, mosquitoes are atrocious here. Got a multi-tool. It's got a 6-inch by 1/2-inch ferrocene rod, duct tape handle, little orange lanyard so I don't lose it. Got a little flashlight. It's a Coast HX5 if you guys are curious. Single cell battery, AA. And a little pocket sharpener. Works well. Is it the best thing ever to use on your knife? No. But does it work? Yeah, it does. But I also have magnifying glass. It's small, but it does work. You can start a fire with it if you can find some kind of light, fluffy material like cattail head, for example, or jute twine if you carry it with you, which you should. And you can break that down and render it down, whatever you want to call it, and then you can light it on fire with the sun. Because the point is, don't use your lighters if you have a ferrocene rod, because the ferrocene rod is going to outlast your lighters. Don't use a ferrocene rod if you have something that can catch the sun, magnify it to that little hot point, and catch your tinder on fire. That way you can conserve resources. That's the whole point there, guys. Now, I have extra batteries and little band-aids right here as well. I do, like I said, carry an extra lighter in here, but fat wood. Okay, I carry these 2 little bricks of fat wood. Again, this is all in this little pouch here, guys. This is my fire pouch, is what I call it. My little possum bag, if you will. I can shave this fat wood down, and right there I have a ready-made dry resource that even when it's wet, I can dry it off with a cotton rag that's dry if I have one, or simply just kind of wipe off the moisture with my hands as best of my ability. I can shave that off into fine shavings, and it will catch fire. I have a video of that on my channel you guys can go check out. So, that being said, this pouch doesn't weigh much. Maybe a pound-ish, something like that. Not very heavy. It's not very bulky. Doesn't get in my way a whole lot. It's perfect. So let's talk about what else is on my belt, right? Oh, down here in my left-hand pocket. Lighter, duct tape, good to go, right? Okay? So even if I lost my backpack and say I just had this with me, and I slung it across me with like my little sling or whatever, and I walked down there to do my pictures or whatever I'm doing down the valley, I still have the ability to boil water and cook something if I found something, start a fire, and on top of that, a good belt knife, okay? This is the Bush One knife, I think it's called, Bushman or Bush One knife, I think it's Bush One knife, from Jeff White. Got this from the Self-Reliance Outfitter store. I'm trying this knife out as opposed to the one I made, guys. So far I like it. You know, good sheath, whatever. You want to make sure that sheath is somewhere you can reach it, and it's nice and tight. Try jogging up and down your driveway a little bit, doing some somersaults or whatever. If the knife doesn't fall out, obviously be careful with doing this. Or just jogging through the woods, make sure your knife's not going to fall out on you. It should be good to go. This knife, I've been doing all that crazy stuff and nothing's happened so far. So, that's this little pouch and what's on my body, guys, and it's already been 6 minutes. I gotta hurry this up. So, crucial here, not gonna go through everything, obviously, but crucial here, I have my med pack down here. You guys know my trauma pack I carry with me from Orca Tactical. Got a video about that, go check it out. I got 2 pounds of sweet and salty mix. I understand it's not the best thing for you to eat, but in a survival situation, if I don't have to stop and make food every time I'm hungry, I can just reach my pack or, like, you know, have it, holding it and eating it on the go. Awesome. Sweet. Saves time. I can still move forward. Okay, in there I also have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, like a headlamp. I have a compass. That's crucial. More ways to start fire and duct tape. More lighters. Some freedom seeds, and I do carry my pew-pew everywhere I go with me in the woods, guys, even though YouTube doesn't like it when you have them on the video. Whatever. I just don't have it in my belt because I didn't today. But I do have it in my backpack with me at least. Okay? Plus, I don't really go anywhere where it's a freedom plan or free zone. So, that's just me. Okay, going to more of the meat and potatoes section of this backpack. Okay? You have your orange flag for signaling. Or if you want to hang up in a tree and explore an area when you're doing the Paul method, perfect for that. Top of that, eyeglasses, because I'm getting old. If you need glasses, guys, even if you're wearing contacts, I would suggest carrying your glasses anyways. Obviously, because if, like, your contacts fall out, they fail, whatever, you got to change them out, you still have something that's going to help you. So, that's that. A Edible Plants of the Eastern Woodlands identification book. Yeah, like it pretty well. A lot of this stuff, guys, is just going to be a repeat of what I carry with me. I already did a video about it, guys. It's your get home bag video. You can go check it out on my channel. It goes through all this stuff. I'm just trying to hurry up and say, like, the main pieces of it. You know, I got TP. I got some rice in here. I got a poncho in here, guys. I got a Mylar blanket in here. I have tea set, drinks mix stuff in here with electrolyte drinks as well. Knife sharpener. Okay, toothbrush. That's essential. Some more fat wood, pencil, notepads. I have 2 of them there, so you can write down. If you're navigating through the woods, you have to do self-rescue or whatever you're going to be doing, you can write down notes. Waving this around, this is my fire tin / my emergency fishing kit, guys. It's got all sorts of crazy fishing stuff in there for you. Folding saw. Okay, Fiskars folding saw. Super awesome. It's great. Love it. Jute twine. To me, is a must to bring with you, especially if you have a ferrocene rod. Must bring it with you. Okay? Just showing you guys what you can throw in your backpack that doesn't take a whole lot of room. I'm not mentioning everything I have either. Okay, up here, what's critical? Little light. It's a little bicycle light, guys, but at night that would flash pretty good. Give off signal. Or, well, it does a red solid light too. I'm just not gonna waste my time. Kind of critical, excuse me, here. A whistle of some kind, okay? It does have a magnifying glass. I haven't tried starting a fire with a magnifying glass on this yet, guys. Would be an interesting short video to do. But it's a whistle. It's a lot more effective, that shrill sound, than sitting here yelling, because it takes less hydration to blow a whistle, less energy to blow a whistle than it does yelling. Plus, it has a neat little compass on there, guys. Does a fairly good job for general east, north, south, west direction, right? Plus, on top of that, it has a thermometer on here, guys, so you can actually see, hey, you know, how cold is it out here. And then there's some other stuff in here, guys, but we don't really need to mention it. I will say I would recommend carrying some kind of medicated chest rub, kind of like Vicks or whatever. It does a pretty decent job keeping mosquitoes away. Like, yeah, they're flying around me. They're kind of annoying me here and there where the Vicks isn't at, but other than that, they're leaving me alone. Cordage. I would recommend Tarred Mariner's line. It's really great. Some extra 550 cord. Along with that, I got some nails to make some Spanish windlass. Okay, just showing you guys the smaller stuff I have with me. Along with that, not really cordage, but this is trapper's tape, as I like to call it. This is just like a regular size roll of tape, you guys, like electrical tape per se. You can actually take this, have it long, you can write messages out if you have a permanent marker or a pen on this, or even a pencil. You can write down, hey, at this time I was here, I went this direction, traveling on whatever bearing. So if search and rescue comes across this orange flag dangling in a tree and they're like, oh, hey, there's information on here. Hey, you went this way. You know, hopefully they can follow your tracks and they'll find you, even if you stop to rest or whatever's going on, right? So, good idea. Plug that away. Now, meat and potatoes, the whole thing, guys. I know it's more than 10 minutes and we're almost done, I swear to God. Okay, on the bottom here, you guys probably can't see, but I do have that Arcturus all-weather space blanket, guys. That is my emergency shelter, which I'm going to throw up next, show you guys that. It works great because it's got a Mylar side right there, so it reflects heat back to you, and it's, I want to say it's pretty much 100% waterproof, guys. I've never had a leak in the thing. Just make sure that you keep it away from heat and fire, because it will shrivel up and it will damage the blanket, obviously. So, that being that, guys, obviously I have 550 cord in there as well to help tie stuff up if I don't want to use my bank line or whatever it's going to be. So, there. We have everything from water and food and shelter to make fire, to navigate, to do self-rescue, to signal for rescue, all this fun stuff, guys. And what I mentioned, probably half this backpack. Easily half this backpack, and the rest you can throw whatever you want in there. Or even like a small, I shouldn't say small, but like a haversack bag, you know, a possibles bag. You can throw it in there, no big deal. This is just what I carry with me every time I go in the woods, guys, because I know this is going to affect my survivability in a positive manner. So, along with that, didn't break the bank, guys. You know, that is what it is. So we're going to continue on with the series.